Welcome back to Savvy Serena. Today we're going to take a look inside my, I call it the Lazy Susan cabinet. It twists all the way around, and I'm going to show you how I have it organized. So we're going to start with the top of the shelf first, and we're going to go this way because it'll go either way, but we're going to start this way. What I have done is I have corralled all my square bowls and my round bowls together. This seems to, trying to go from the largest to the smallest, and doing the same thing with my square containers as well. And normally up behind this, which you can normally reach it, and I don't have any right now, but my husband's little sandwich containers go up behind it. And this seems to work. If we need something for leftovers, we pull out a bowl, and then once we get the bowl, we turn the table again. And so in this basket, it's kind of a round basket that I got from Dollar Tree, and I have round lids in it, so they'll fit a little bit better. And this container is kind of flexible, which is kind of neat, which is a good thing, which makes it easier for me to hold all these round lids, and it kind of conforms to this little area. Then you go to the next little basket, and this one, all my baskets came from Dollar Tree, has square lids in it. So all my square containers. So once I get a container, then I turn around and I have the square lid, for it to go on. And it keeps them corralled all together. I don't have to worry about losing them. And then I decided to put these containers together because I had this little spot, and these are all like if somebody wants leftovers, that's what I use those for. And then these are my rectangle containers that, for storage or whatever. And I go from largest to biggest. This is my biggest one, and so that kind of holds all of them in there. And I couldn't fit another container in here, so I kind of fanned those out so it holds them. And that's what I have on my top shelf. And those are the most reached items, are these two right here. I get the square or the round, but these are my most reached items. And it runs smoothly. I've never had the kids use it, and it does fine. Now we're going to go to the second shelf. On my second shelf, going the same way, I also have larger containers. So I have my larger rectangle and square containers here. These are much larger for larger leftovers, or if I need to carry something, and all their lids are here. I've also put inside this some of our funnels and stuff. A lot of times I have not messed with this. This is exactly how they end up getting left. They end up getting left kind of thrown in that bowl, but they don't fall out. So that's been working. And then these are like my mixing bowls and one of the lids to the mixing bowls. But this is what I mix in, or things of that sort. They're plastic. And then on the end down here are all my strainers. That's not supposed to be there. Like I said, that's supposed to be over here. And with that stuff right there. But anyways, these are all my strainers. I have one little pink bowl up here, and then I have my little mixer or shaker or whatever you want to call it. I normally leave that in the top because honestly, I picked this up and I end up using that strainer right there. I use the bigger one if we have more pasta, and then the small one is more for like canned food and things like that. I don't use it as often, because it's just got the strainer in the bottom. So that's great for canned food and stuff. And that's how I have this organized. And it works, and it smoothly goes across wherever, where, and it doesn't hit. I've never had anything fall down on the side, and my teenagers even use it. So it really comes in handy to be able to have these things organized in a way in containers to where it makes it easier. Now, let's say you didn't want to spend the money on the Dollar Tree containers to fit a Lazy Susan or the space that you're in. I would find, like I did in the bottom here, I just took and corralled containers into containers. So if we need this container, I could dump all of that into that square container and it would hold all those funnels. And, so it wouldn't be, you could use a container, a plastic container, even if it was a food container, like I did here. Or like I did here. I didn't buy a special container. I used this really large one. I don't use it often, so, it works great. So, if you have a Lazy Susan cabinet, how do you use it? I know my father uses it as a pantry because he doesn't have a pantry. So how do you use yours? Let me know in the comments below. But I figured we had so many plastic dishes and I always have a hard time trying to store them. I thought this would be a good way to store them. So if you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Y'all come back now. You hear?